Fran, once again, welcome to the Celtic View podcast. It's a time to look back on what has been a momentous season. Has it really sunk in yet that you got Celtic into the Champions League for the first time in our history?
It's amazing. We have to be very proud. It's been a very tough season with the breaks, with obviously the challenges that a very congested schedule of fixtures has been. But I think we've done very well, especially last 13 games after a very tough comeback and that game that we lost 3-0 and since then, we never lost again. And this is unbelievable that I am able to say that with the quality of the opponents we have faced. So we have to be very proud and it's one of the dreams that we had together as a team is now got a tick. And but football is like that now. Obviously we enjoyed on Sunday, despite obviously the issues with our girls with COVID, etc. But we enjoyed a lot on Sunday. It was a very special day for us. And then from Monday, so we are working towards next season, and we got new dreams, and we want to keep ticking boxes and dreams achieved together as a team, and that's what we are now working towards.
I mean, I'm guessing when you go into football management, it's an unpredictable sport. You never know what's around the corner. But I'm guessing this past season probably has thrown up things that you would never have predicted. And as you mentioned, most recently, what you had to contend with ahead of this really vital game against Motherwell at the weekend when 6 or 7 players were suddenly ruled out of the squad.
I faced the biggest challenge that I ever faced in all my years in the game as a coach or manager. I never faced the same issues. It's been very challenging. It took so much from us in terms of thinking out the box and things that we haven't experienced before. How you do a pre-season for a very tough scale of games in only 4 weeks, things like that. Obviously, I don't think we got it right, but at least we have learned. It's always a learning process. But yeah, I agree with you. It's been the most challenging season. But the best thing is we can now say that it's been very challenging. It's been tough. At times we were absolutely devastated for several reasons. But at the end, we got something that is historic for the club and for ourselves. And we have to be very proud because we made happy so many people inside and outside the team. And this is all what it's all about.
Now I remember a few years ago, being at Barrafield for the Celtic Women's team's first ever game. I think we played Hamilton Accies, and it's been, it's a long journey, but I've always thought, and speaking to players over the years, it's the prospect of winning trophies as a Celtic team, but then to get into Europe, I think it's such a step forward for the team. I think it raises the profile even more amongst the fans. So it's for me, just as a fan, it's amazing to see that journey and that you've steered us into Europe, where I think fans are really going to engage with next season.
I believe so. The last I would say month and a half has been amazing. The love that we have felt from the fans, the growth of our fan base. Even people who do delivery to the house. Oh yeah, I saw the game. It was great. I love to watch the girls, and it's been amazing. It has helped that the men's season has finished earlier. And then the only football people in Scotland could watch is actually the women league. So that helped us a lot. And also the massive coverage that the games have had, not only, obviously with publicly in the BBC or BBC Alba, but also, the coverage that individual clubs has done massively about the team, about individual players. It's been a massive growth. So for us to be able to go in Europe, it just gets people even more excited. But as you say, we know we got a very big responsibility. We got a lot of room to improve, and we want this to be a unbelievable successful project. But we know it will take time. It's been a fantastic first year, probably exceed our expectations. But what a journey! And now, yeah, obviously next year, if we can get a trophy, that would be the right step in the right direction. So we will make sure that we fight. Again, we will fight as hard as we can and to try to get a trophy and celebrate, this with our fans, which I think now they are engaging in a fantastic manner with us. So it's our time to pay them back all this love that we are feeling.
And I guess you've already got the date of our Champions League game penciled into your diary.
18th of August, yeah, it was straight away on Sunday. First thing I did, yeah, it's going to be very challenging because obviously we don't go into the champions pathway. We go into the different pathways. So we are going to face top teams in Europe. We could face the third team in the WSL in England. So imagine the level those teams have. But we've faced adversity many times before. We've been the underdog many times before, and we've been able to compete. And in many of these occasions, we were able even to win the game. So it's about the experience that we're gonna have. It's about representing Celtic Football Club in Europe. I can't wait to listen the anthem. I know we are all gonna have goosebumps. And that's what that's what it's all about. It's about the experience, this amazing moment, representing Celtic in Europe, which is where Celtic belongs.
Yeah, and I'm guessing, as a manager, but then also your players, you go into the game because you want to be successful, but you also want to test yourself against the best there is. So obviously we will have tough opposition. That's the challenge, but it's something that you obviously relish.
Yeah, again, we want to grow as a team. Players, individual players, and the teams. It's all about constant development. It's regardless of the results, it's about growing, keep developing. So obviously, we want to face the toughest thing we can play. That's what we want. We want to see where we are at compared to Barcelona, for example, where we are. I know we are miles away, but how we can get closer and closer. And playing against them, that's going to be a good learning environment for us. So yeah, I can't wait to play, and we won't be scared to face any opponent, because we know even if we don't get the win, it's going to be a very good learning opportunity for all of us to grow as players, as team, as a staff. So yeah, it's going to be all positives, and then the opportunity obviously to travel together as a team. It does that also get us more gel together. It's all positive. On top of that, the UEFA has done a massive investment this year, and it's the best time to be there. So hopefully we get into these group stages, which is going to be very, very hard, but hopefully, because that got a very good financial reward for the club, and we would love to be there.
In terms of the season just passed, obviously the ultimate highlight was securing that second spot in Champions League football. Along the way, is there anything in particular that jumps out as you as key moments that you look back on fondly, but also as crucial moments in this successful campaign?
Yeah, for me, obviously, I got my own moments that mean so much to me. So our first game against Glasgow City, scoring the winner in the last kick of the game, that was an unbelievable moment. I still remember it. I still feel it. That was the first great moment I had with the team. After that, obviously, I take the three Rangers, the three wins against Rangers were not only very, very important for the Champions League spot that now we have, but also for what it means to us and to the people of Glasgow. Especially, obviously, I have to say the second one at Celtic Park. That's again one of the some of the players have told me that's the best moment in their lives. So imagine how much it meant to us against a team that was very, very strong, and we knew in a big pitch like Celtic Park it was going to be very, very hard, and we managed to do it. So that's another moment that was key. And then obviously the last game against Rangers, that was the time that we took the second position. And then after that, we thought, now it's in our hands. We make sure we don't sleep, and we are going to be there. And that was again, two set plays, twice we got ahead and then score again in the last 10 minutes. It means so much. It means so much. You saw in the celebration. So for me, those three moments are the most beautiful moments. Sunday supposed to be one of these more beautiful moments, but I don't think everyone fully enjoy, because it's very difficult to enjoy when you got part of your family isolating and in a very tough moment. So it was very difficult to feel all this enjoyment when you got people from your family in the from your team, but for us it's a family isolating. So although it was a great day, but that's why probably Sunday is not as emotional, as beautiful as the other three moments I told you.
Because I was going to ask you, obviously the memorable game at Celtic Park that we won 1-0, as a manager standing on the sidelines, because obviously some of the pitches that you're played on, the facilities or the stands are better than others, but you're playing at the best stadium in the country. You're standing on the touchline, you're managing your team in a Glasgow derby, and you're seeing them win. Can you sum up how that felt for you?
I don't think, if your dream is to be a manager, I don't think you can have a better feeling than that. You can have equally good, but better feeling than that. Our very first game together at Paradise, amazing. The only is the spectators. That's the only bit we were missing. But the rest of the things was perfect. We got there from the beginning. We got a very clear game plan. We stick together. We were in constant communication, in constant, everyone was in the same page. We knew the game plan. Everyone executed perfectly. And, for me as a manager, it was I have to say it's one of my proudest moments because of the circumstances. And, at that time, they were absolutely flying. So we knew it was going to be a very, very, very hard game. And, at Celtic Park, undescribable moment. Beautiful, I will say. It's a beautiful moment that I will not forget for the rest of my life.
Obviously, those are key moments in terms of the games. And I'm not going to ask you to pick out any specific players, because I know as a manager, it's all about the team, it's all about the squad. And as we saw on Sunday, you really need that squad to step up, which they did. But for me, when I've been watching the game, some of the key players, and one I was going to talk about because I spoke to her last week, was Lisa Robertson, partly because she's now away with the Scotland squad. Her reward for what she's done for the team this season, and she's one of the most experienced players in the squad. She really was a key player and has got that reward in terms of the international recognition.
Yeah, it's totally deserved. For me, the main thing, of course, as you say, is the team. I don't like to talk about individual players too much, but in the case of Lisa, now the league has finished, so all our eyes in the team are on her representing Scotland national team. For Lisa has been extremely tough because we've lost Natalie Ross and we lost Charity Garden, which were the two more often teammates. So she has to do twice as hard job on leading the team, and obviously the help of Anna, Kate, and other players playing in that position, it has been massive for us. But Lisa has been the constant, the one that the player that represented perfectly what we are all about. This aggression, this fight, this spirit. I think she has had a fantastic season, and I think is very, very well deserved that she's now with the Scotland national team. And I would say, for me, in my personal opinion, she should be considered to be the best player of the season. For me, it's probably the best player of the season.
Because what I like about your squad is there's a nice balance between the experience of players like Lisa, you've got Chloe Craig, you've got Kelly Clark, but you've also got some really talented young players that you're integrating into the squad as well, which I guess as a coach, that's quite exciting as well, because you can see how this team can develop and continue to grow.
Yeah, it's, definitely. That's our project, our model of doing business in football, our model of developing a team is giving this trust to young players. It's not easy because obviously everyone wants minutes, so it's very hard for young players to sometimes not come on, sometimes come with minutes that where games are already resolved. So it's very, very hard. So they need a lot of support. They need to keep the feet on the ground, and they need to learn how to deal with frustration to be able to help the team. They should not sacrifice what they want right now, which is playing every game, for what they want more, which is to be this top player that they got the potential to be. It's not easy. It's not easy for them. But yeah, for us, you showed the last game. Without them, what we would have done? We have to even take 4 players from our under 19s. Two of them that I met for first time because of COVID, obviously met for first time in the game. So yeah, it's fantastic that we got so much young talent, and it's fantastic that we got players like Chloe Craig, Kelly Clark, Lisa Robertson, Natalie Ross, etc., that can help to show what Celtic is about, and can help these girls to become the players that to reach their potential. Because right now they are very good players, but they got the potential to be a whole new level of players if they keep dealing with frustration, working hard, and trying to get the limited opportunities they get.
Because one of the most positive things I think about your team is that it's given, I think, young girls who want to aspire to play football and to wear the hoops as supporters, it's given them that pathway. Chloe Craig's the perfect example, over 200 appearances. She is the fan wearing the shirt, but then, you see players like Caitlin Hayes, grew up a Celtic fan, Izzy Atkinson. I could probably go through the team, But I think what it's great is that there'll be young girls who are watching your team, seeing these players playing, seeing them qualifying for Europe and thinking, that's what I want to do. And that's so positive for Celtic.
It's very inspiring. It's very inspiring for the community, and not only for Celtic fans, but for the whole community. If I am a 12-year-old girl and I got the opportunity to play for Celtic, I would. Why? Because I know at Celtic I will have opportunity with the first team if I am good enough. While maybe in other clubs not necessarily, I will have this opportunity because some people doesn't trust young players. Why? Because young players make mistakes. We have to learn that we have to deal with the mistakes. They will make mistakes. Why? Because they don't have the experience that older players go. So yeah, it's very inspiring because now you see young girls that they dream to be the Chloe Craigs or the Kelly Clarks or the Lisa Robertson of the future. And now they are going to see in TV playing in Europe, which is a whole new step of what this club is going. So yeah, I totally agree. It's very important that we reward hard work, that we reward determination, and that we reward sacrifice, because it's not easy, especially in modern days. Some footballers they care more about social media, about tweet, about this, than actually about work as hard as you can and take the when you fall, make sure you stand and you keep fighting. It's very difficult. But I think we have to be proud of our girls because it's not easy. It's not easy to play just a few minutes and a few games and keep with this positive view. So on Sunday, every player gave their 120%. It was a terrific performance from every single player. And some of these players, they didn't have any single minute, like, for example, the 4 girls we brought from the academy. So yeah, I agree with you. This is the whole culture we are trying to, our whole philosophy. It is inspiring, I think, for these young girls and for the community.
Now, obviously, the players' reward in the short term is a short break before you report back to pre-season. Unfortunately, as the manager, you don't really get any rest. You mentioned it already, almost the day after we celebrate qualifying for Europe. You're already planning ahead for the new campaign. I suppose that's just the nature of the job that you're in.
It is, and also because we are in constant transition, because we want to do, we want to keep growing, but it's a slow growth. It's not a straightaway growth. We want to grow in a sustainable manner, in a stable manner. So every year we have to make sure we improve on and off the field. And obviously, this is during the season. It's impossible to almost allocate time for that, because in post-match analysis, pre-match analysis, training, it's just you don't have literally time. You work 14, 15 hours a day. So now is the time where you can spend a little bit more time in planification for next season. I would have loved to go to Spain, but obviously because of the COVID and the quarantine, etc., this year unfortunately it's not possible. So I will try to get as much work done as soon as possible, and then hopefully visit the country, because since I am here because of COVID and football, I haven't been able to be anywhere in Scotland, and I know it's a beautiful place, and I can't wait to actually visit it. So it's always look the positives in the tough situations, and I'm gonna be able to visit the country.
And obviously your parents back home in Spain. Has your mum come round to the white jacket yet, which is the lucky white jacket, or has she not been convinced?
Nah, she's not convinced. I try to say, Mom, but it's not so bad, and she says, no, it is bad. So yeah, she's not having it. But no, they are very proud. They are very proud. Obviously, we miss each other a lot. They haven't been able to come here. They always follow me in all my career. They always follow me. They always come to the stadiums of the teams where I work, and unfortunately they haven't been able to do it yet at Celtic, and they can't wait. They can't wait to see paradise and to feel the atmosphere of Glasgow. So hopefully, in September, October, when we are competing, hopefully they can come and experience a game live, and I know they will absolutely love that. But they are proud. They are proud of the team. They are proud of the girls, and they are proud of their son.
Yeah, and as you say, I think for yourself, and then also the players as well, there'll be nothing better than when they can get their families to come to the games. And you already touched on it, when we can get fans back and you can play in front of fans for the new season. I'm sure that every footballer, and obviously you as a manager, that's what you're really dreaming for.
It is, because for me, football is about the fans. Honestly, it always been and always will be. It's about the fans. It's about engaging with the fans. It's about the fans believing in the project. It's about the fans feeling proud of the team. So for me, it have to be one. When it's split, it's never as successful and never as enjoyable. On Sunday, not many fans were allowed, but a few were there in both corners and make a massive difference for us. In both ends of the pitch, it make a massive difference. We attack better, we defend better. It's just, and then we were able to celebrate a little bit with them. I mean, for me, fans change the whole game of football, and is the most important part of football for me, in my opinion, are the fans. So I can't wait to celebrate some wins with them, like the game at Celtic Park that I always keep repeating myself, but that would make it so special. Is that we all celebrated together that day in the last minute. I mean, it was like a dream coming true. So yeah, hopefully next year we will have more moments like that one with our.
Yeah, well, certainly fingers crossed. But it has been, in the course of the season, it's been a real pleasure talking to you and being on this journey. And I think everybody's looking forward to the next stage of the journey and taking on the Barcelonas of this world and seeing how we get on in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's the goal. A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for next season. It's been a difficult in terms of the barriers that we have because of COVID, etc. But it's been as well a very enjoyable journey. And obviously, I have to congratulate you guys. I have to congratulate the Celtic fans. I have to congratulate the club, because this is a success from every single one of us. It's not me. It's not the team. It's we are a club, and it's a club success. And everyone should feel proud and should, because we have, as a club, achieved something very important and very difficult. So yeah, it's been an exciting journey, and I can't wait for next year to again all together, rowing in the same direction and hopefully achieving even bigger and better dreams. So yeah, look forward to it.